Now, the longer channel system functions, and the more water, the longer it's exposed to water, the islands eventually get salinized. So you start off with quite a thick vegetation, no vegetation fringe initially, and then gradually it grows thicker. And over time, it gets, the vegetation fringe gets more and more sparse. You can see here, eventually it starts to disappear. So it's a lot of the islands up in the upper Ngqoka, the trees are gone, because that salt fringe has got so broad now, it's just killed everything. So you can see different ages, different durations of exposure to salt by just looking at the fringing vegetation. Next slide. And the salt you're familiar with, this is it. Sodium carbonate comes up, the sodium bicarbonate gets drawn up by capillary reaction, the water evaporates, and the salt precipitates on the surface. Salt forms this very dense, salty water, which then sinks under gravity. This is a model done by Peter Bauer, Peter model. Cascades down. So that these things are like kidneys actually. If you have a normal open system where you have evaporation, eventually the salt accumulates everywhere and it kills everything. In the delta, the islands basically confine the salts and dispose of them underground. So they're like kidneys that keep the whole system clean and functioning. So without them, the system would be very different. Now, the islands where they come from, though we've studied this, and one of the most common causes of islands are ants, termites. When an area is dry for a long time because of the channel failure, termites invade and they make these termite mounds, and these get quite big. They erode and they finish broad bump, the central turret, pediment in the turret. Next slide. And when the flood comes back, these things then form dry land and the trees colonize them, and there's a whole ecological sequence that follows with, that sort of wraps the island up over time. So you get, if you take a typical area of the swamp in the seasonal swamps, you can see islands of different sizes. Little guys which are just starting out life, to these guys that have grown because of the precipitation of salts and amalgamated together into large entities. And then of course you get these long islands like this, which are the inverted channels. That was once a river channel, which is now a turbine. So that gives you this pattern of islands that you see when you fly over the season.